Somewhere right now, money is being given away, not lent, not exchanged for equity, not earned through labor, given through grant programs, scholarship funds, award committees, fellowship organizations, non-dilutive funding pools, and competitive disbursements of every shape and size. Billions of dollars, globally, every year, waiting to be claimed by someone whose profile matches the criteria, that someone could be you. But here is what stops most people, and it is not what you think. It is not a lack of qualifications. It is not a timing problem. It is not that the grants are too competitive or the process too complicated. Those things are factors, yes, but they are not the root cause. The root cause is a belief buried so deep, most people have never consciously examined it. The belief that free money is not for you. Maybe it showed up as, those awards go to people with better connections, or I would never get something like that. I'm not the type. Or the quieter, more insidious version. I don't want to apply and get rejected. Better not to try. These are not rational assessments. They are subconscious programs, installed somewhere between your first awareness of financial scarcity and your current reality. And they operate like a filter. They cause your eyes to glide past relevant funding announcements. They make applications feel impossibly hard to start. They build a story in which you are always the person helping others receive, never the one receiving yourself. This session dismantles that filter. The grant and scholarship stream moves through 7 subconscious reprogramming blocks, each targeting a specific belief pattern that keeps you blocked from non-dilutive abundance. You will not be asked to become someone different. You will be asked to remember who you actually are, a person with unique qualifications, a compelling story, and a perfectly viable claim on the funding streams that exist for people exactly like you. Because those streams are real, they are flowing, and they are looking for you. Let's get aligned. I am someone who attracts non-dilutive funding. Say that again, internally, slowly. I am someone who attracts non-dilutive funding. Grants find me. Scholarships are drawn to my application. Award committees recognize what I bring. I am a natural and consistent recipient of financial support. I did not have to repay or earn through traditional labor. Does that feel true yet? Maybe not entirely. That is fine. Identity shifts rarely feel true at first. They feel borrowed, like wearing someone else's coat. But you wear it long enough and it becomes yours. Here is the identity that you are stepping into. You are a person who does the work of applying. You are a person who reads the criteria and finds yourself in them rather than out of them. You are a person whose background, goals, projects, and story constitute compelling material for the people whose job it is to distribute funding. Those people exist. Their entire professional purpose is to find individuals like you and transfer resources to them. They are not your gatekeepers. They are your partners in the funding equation. You are not a long shot. You are a candidate. The moment you shift that identity from long shot to candidate, from outsider to applicant, from someone who watches others receive to someone who steps forward, everything changes. The applications get written. The submissions get sent. The emails get opened. I am a funding magnet. I am a scholarship recipient. I am someone who attracts non-dilutive abundance with ease and consistency. This is who I am now. Imagine a river, not wide and thunderous, but clear and steady, moving through a valley of pale green light. It flows without drama, no announcement, just consistent, purposeful movement toward lower ground. Grant funding is that river. Scholarship pools are that river. Award disbursements are that river. The money is already in motion. It is already flowing. Your job is not to create the river. Your job is to position yourself at the bank. Feel the coolness of the water, the clarity of it. This is not borrowed money. There is no debt attached. This is not equity money. There is no ownership transferred. This is a clean stream, free, flowing, renewable. Every year the pools reset. Every cycle new funds are added. Every quarter new programs launch. The abundance is structural. It is not luck dependent. It is not reserved for a specific type of person with a specific type of face or a specific type of school on their resume. It is available to someone who shows up, documents their case clearly, and submits. That is the entire mechanism. Eligibility plus application plus submission. And the third step, the one most people never reach, is the only one that creates results. You are a person who reaches the third step. You submit, you send, you press the button. The stream responds to presence. You are present now. The current is moving toward you. Feel the abundance of it. Clean, free, flowing directly to you. Let's be concrete. The most powerful thing you can do after this session is spend 30 minutes on a grant or scholarship database, not a month from now. This week, 30 minutes, Fastlane, grants.gov, Foundation Directory, your alma mater's alumni awards page, the professional associations in your field, the local community foundations that fund businesses and individuals in your zip code, the industry-specific prize your competitor won last year, and you have never once entered. These places exist. They are populated right now with opportunities that match your profile, and the only reason they do not have your application in them is that you have not sent one yet. Fear of rejection is the great application killer. The subconscious makes the calculation, if I do not apply, I cannot fail. And that logic is flawless in a very small, very limited way. You technically cannot be rejected by something you never submitted, but you also cannot receive. The math of non-submission is not neutral. It is a guaranteed zero. One submission changes that math entirely. One award letter changes the story you tell yourself about who you are. And that story, that new identity, makes the next application easier, and the one after that easier still. This week, find one program, read the criteria, start the application document. Do not finish it yet. If that feels like too much, just start it. Creation in motion stays in motion. That is your action. That is the bridge from alignment to result. I have already received funding I did not earn through labor alone. Think carefully before you dismiss that. The student loan that came with a subsidized interest rate, someone structured that for you. The partial scholarship, however small, that covered a semester you barely remember, the employer tuition reimbursement, the conference travel stipend, the research grant your team received and you benefited from, the tax credit that felt abstract but was, in reality, free money from a program designed to support people in your situation. Funding flows to you in forms you have not always recognized as funding. Gratitude starts here, with the honest accounting of what has already arrived, not dramatized, not minimized, just seen clearly. I am grateful for every dollar that has ever flowed to me in a non-dilutive form. I am grateful for the programs designed by people who believed in building infrastructure for individuals like me. I am grateful for the grant writers, the foundation boards, the scholarship committees who gave their time to create the mechanisms through which free money moves. I am grateful, too, for my own resilience, for the fact that I have survived and grown without always having access to these tools, and that I now have the awareness and the skill to access them going forward. The funding stream was always there. I am grateful to be aligned with it now. I receive with a full and open heart. You are not taking something from someone more deserving. This is the belief we need to dismantle cleanly, because it is the one that generates the most subconscious resistance to applying for free money. Grant funding is not a zero-sum game in the way your nervous system has been trained to treat it. The committee that awards you a scholarship does not take food from someone else's table. The foundation that selects your proposal is not choosing you over a more deserving candidate. It is choosing the candidate whose application best matched their criteria, and you are allowed to be that candidate. Worthiness in the grants context is not about moral superiority. It is not about suffering the most or needing the most. It is about fit, about compelling narrative, about taking the effort to communicate clearly what you are doing, why it matters, and what the funding will enable. You have a story worth telling. You have goals worth funding. You have a specific perspective and a specific set of experiences that no other applicant in the pool can replicate. That is worth something to the right committee. I am worthy of funding that supports my goals. I do not need to justify my worthiness through scarcity or suffering. I am a credible, capable applicant for every program aligned with my work and my life. I stop stepping aside. I step forward. I am worthy. I apply. I receive. Your future self has an award letter open on their screen. Maybe it is a scholarship, maybe it is a business grant, maybe it is a fellowship, a prize, a non-dilutive investment from a program you discovered through a 30-minute database session that started the week after you watched this video. However it arrived, it is there. The number at the bottom of the letter is real, and your future self is sitting with something more important than the amount. They are sitting with the proof that you were right about yourself, that you were the kind of person who applied, that the filter, like the old belief that these things were not for you, was just software, and software can be updated. Your future self is reading that letter with a very particular feeling, not triumph exactly, more like recognition. Like, yes, this is what was always supposed to happen. This is what the alignment work was for. They are already planning the next application because one award opens a door that was always there, but that you could not see until you walked through the first one. Picture the folder on their desk, or the spreadsheet, the organized, updated, actively maintained record of applications submitted, pending, and received. The system of a person who has made applying a practice, not an event. You are becoming that person right now. One belief at a time, one application at a time. The letter is waiting. Step toward it. Pull everything together now. You came into this session carrying a program, one that said non-dilutive funding was for other people, people with better connections, better credentials, better timing, people who fit a mold you had already decided you did not fit. That program is being replaced. The new program runs on different logic. Money flows toward clear intention, specific action, and consistent follow-through. Grants and scholarships are not mystical dispensations. They are systems built by humans to transfer resources to other humans who meet specific criteria. You meet criteria. You always have. The gap was not qualification. It was self-permission. You have given yourself that permission today. Identity first. You are a funding magnet, a natural applicant, a credible candidate. Abundance second. The stream is real, it is flowing, and it is looking for you. Action third. One submission, this week just one, to make the alignment material. Gratitude fourth, for every form of non-dilutive support that has already reached you. Worthiness fifth, you step forward, not aside. Future self sixth, the award letter is real, and it is already yours in the timeline you are moving into. Integration seventh, this, right now, the settling of a new operating system. The grant and scholarship stream is open to you. It has always been open. You are simply positioned at the bank now. Hands in the water, receive. Until next time, keep expanding. Here is your one action for the next 48 hours. Go to one funding database, grants.gov, your state's arts or small business council website, your professional association's awards page, your alumni foundation, and find one opportunity you are actually eligible for. Not theoretically eligible, actually eligible today, with your current credentials and your current project. Bookmark it, copy the deadline into your calendar, open a document and write your name at the top of it. That is it. That is the whole action. You are not committing to finishing the application today. You are committing to starting the relationship. Name at the top of the document, deadline in the calendar. The rest follows. If this session landed for you, leave a comment. Tell me what program you found, or what old belief you recognized in yourself today, or what you have been telling yourself about why funding was not for you. I read every comment, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is name the old belief out loud, because naming it takes most of its power away. Subscribe if you are not already here. We release a new frequency alignment session every week, each one targeting a specific wealth channel. The grant and scholarship stream is one. There are many more. Share this with someone who is building something, a business, a project, a career pivot, and struggling to fund it without giving up equity or going into debt. This session might be exactly the reframe they need. I am grateful you were here. I am grateful you did this work. Until next time, keep expanding.